Yo, what's good guys? I hope you're all doing good and great. In today's video, basically we're gonna talking about like what it call it normally like avatar research, but because like in the last video when we did the avatar research, we was looking for avatars that we can sell the products like of hair loss to. And after that, we find like an avatar that seems really interesting, and it says like a woman with PCOS condition that's having also like hair loss, and like their basically their hair loss is gets caused by this issue. So I decided to name it, instead of name it also avatar research, because also this is going to be like a research, just deep dive on the avatars to know it like more, okay? So we just name it avatar deep dive. Then after that, like PCOS woman with hair loss. But before that, like, again, I just want to repeat myself. So it has been repeating it myself like a lot of times, like during this masterclass about like why even we do this kind of research. And again, the purpose of conducting a deep dive is to understand our ideal customers better than they understand themselves. By gaining this deep insight, we create a powerful advantage over the market or over like the competition, allowing us to craft highly personalized ads, like targeting them exactly, better landing page, like when it came to the copywriting and the content and everything, better offer that speak directly to them and their emotion and pain point, and show them that they're gonna get like the desire that they're looking for. And also by this, we're gonna be able to have like a lot of knowledge, and through that knowledge, we're gonna have like a lot of ideas, and through this, a lot of ideas, we can be able to be creatives and coming up with a lot of concepts, a lot of angles, and a lot of like just like being creatives, and that's like really matter in this and when it came to paid mates what is called to paid media ads, like Facebook's, like whatever, like you're gonna need to content. And most of people, I say, they get to a point and they say, I don't know what to create next. I have tried all these different angles and all this different type of formats and this stuff, but like most of the times came to like they're not like in day-to-day doing research. They're not like filling themselves with information, because again, same always see is your input is your output. And also by doing this research, basically it gets way easier to sell to somebody that you really know him, you really know what he wants, you really know their objection, you really know like their pain points, you already know like their day-to-day struggles, you already know what he wants to achieve, like what his site is looking for. So when we know a lot about the customers, it's just easy to sell to, and also like we're gonna be able to craft like better ads. And same things like Sean used like this example of like knee pain, like of like somebody with knee pain. And instead of selling your knee pain to everybody, if we choose to sell knee pain for grandmothers that play tennis, and we conduct like a deep research about them through different forums, and where like we're just gonna need to understand where they exist and start to look into what they say, we're gonna be able to craft better ads to them. So while people's like on Facebook scrolling, and let's see I have knee pain myself, so now if I keep scrolling and every time I see knee pain, and already like the level of sophistication of knee pain is like high, like a lot of people has been trying to sell different products, promise a lot of things. So the only thing that's really gonna catch my attention is something's personalized for me. So I say like knee pain for people's in Morocco, age this, like knee pain for people's like working at homes or something like that. That's gonna be more catchy for me. Through when we do the research, we understand more, what is called more insight, not more insight, but more stuff about the customers that allow us to create better hooks, better ads, better what is called scripts and journals. It's just we're gonna be able to basically being able then the market to catch their attention, and also have understands what they're looking for to see, like which level of the education that they need, what they're looking for, so we can put that on the ads. So without keep repeating myself, literally the leverage that you can have in today's like on the market, all the competition that we have is basically research. If you know how to do the research, then later on you know how to use this research to create like the ads and the advertorials and the landing page, you're gonna win. Because a lot of people's, we have like the AI tools and shit, and it's really powerful. They can, sorry, like I'm just removing my socks, but a lot of people's using the AI and shit, but like I don't know how to say it, but when you use AI, most of times you get generic stuffs. If you're not already familiarized with the issue, you're already not familiarized with the avatars, you already conduct some manual research. So I always prefer to doing manual research more than the AI. You can use the AI to help you categorize things, getting the ideas, getting some concepts and stuff, or just cleaning the documents and what it's called like the things that you're gonna be copying from the research and stuff, and help like the AI help you with. But at the end of the day, to be creatives, you need like the input. So this is what we're gonna do about like this new avatar that I have never worked on. I never knew what is Pesos before, so it's just gonna be like first time doing this also with this avatar, and we're gonna go through it. So let me turn on my AC because it's kind of cold in Morocco, and I turn in the heat, but this is just like I'm talking. So normally if we're just gonna go with hair loss, we're just gonna go and look in right now. So the first, like also in this video, the first method that we're gonna be using is Reddit. We're gonna go through other videos, and we're gonna use different methods to doing like the research. So this videos we're gonna do it Reddit. So normally what I do, if I already familiarized with the problems, let's see like just hair loss for people's like age 20, I'm just gonna go directly in Reddit and start searching for those. But right now, because like we basically solving a new avatar that I never heard of, and we're solving like a condition, not we're solving a condition, they have a specific condition that I never heard of. I just want to do like just a surfing, like just getting familiarized with the problems itself. So I type it here just to see what is Pesos. I'm just gonna do what it means, what is the meaning. Then we search it. It's just like, this is not like problem research. This is still a deep dive into the avatars. We're gonna have like a different part of the different parts of the masterclass when we're gonna do like research specifically for the problems. But for the moment, I just want to know to get familiarized with this condition, you know. So what is polycystic ovary syndrome? A polycystic ovary syndrome is a set of symptoms caused by problems with a woman's hormones. So something with the hormones. It affects the ovaries. These are the small organs that store a woman's eggs. Okay, so this is probably the vagina, I think, which can also affect the rest of the body. Pesos, I think it's called Pesos, is a very common condition in women of childbearing age. What is childbearing age? I think it's the age where they are able to have kids. So after like puberty until like 51 or something. Let's double check. A woman peak products here are between the late teens and late 20s by age right now. Decline can happen faster once you reach your mid 30s by 20 decline. So I think is, what is it like? Let's call it verbal. Do we say verbal? No. It's like limit age range. Okay. So between the late and so. So I think until 30 or something, I don't know for sure, like age, yeah, between age 12 and 51. So yeah, makes sense. Because I think women can have like kids after 30. Okay, so right now just we want to get familiarized like which age. So in some cases can lead to serious health issues if not treated. Ovulation happens when a mature egg is released from ovary. This happens so it can be frustrated. It's sent out of the body during your period. And if the hormones needed to ovulate, when ovulate or doesn't have it, can develop many small spots. Hormones called androgens. Androgens are a type of hormone normally found in abstinent men, but women normally have them in similar amounts. Women with process often have a high level of androgen. This can cause more problems with the woman. Menstrual cycling can cause many of the symptoms of PCOS. Treatment of PCOS is often done with medicine. This can cure PCOS, but it helps reduce symptoms and prevent some health problems. What causes PCOS? Expert doesn't know the exact. Who is at risk? You may be more likely to have PCOS if your mother or sister has it. So this is gender is females. What are the symptoms? The symptoms may include missed period, irregular period, overlight period, ovaries that's large or have many cysts, extra body hair. Okay. Oh, body hair. So okay. Weight gain, especially around the belly, acne or oily skin, malapparent. Okay, malapparent baldness or thinning hair. Okay, so we can put this in the pain point. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you how great I am. So we have like here when we want to do like the avatar like deep dives. I didn't explain this. We have like the avatar explanation. So who is even our avatars? You know, their age, gender, pain points, like the pain points that they suffer from, day-to-day struggles, like what they struggles with based on the issue. Now, like when we're talking about day-to-day struggles, we say like they get bullied or something, that a day-to-day struggle that they face, you know. The day-to-day struggles can help us with getting concept if we want to use UGC stuff, you know, like, so it seems like the content creator is like creating a video that is just like, it's normal, their normal life, you know, just showing, oh, I was going outside and I have this guy bullying me because of my baldness and this and this and this and this. Then I try to use all the different methods to get over with this boldness that I caused with pixels. Then we can create a script. So that's their victories, like what they achieved on their journey to fix like the problems, like which level they are in on the victories, that they were able to stop it, they just getting some other solution that they tried and it was like working, like what they achieved, their failures, like what they tried and what's causing them to fails, the goals, what they want to achieve, or basically the goals is also desires. The desires just like more emotions, the goal that they want to achieve, because sometimes the goal that they want to achieve is getting their hair back, you know, so they can proceed better on what it's called on the job. So that's goals and also like a desires in the same times. Belief, what they believe in, what's matter to them is like the most, you know. We can see that's like through the Reddits. Maybe some of them is going to be the most thing that's really important to them is their work, and maybe some of them is doing like some Zoom meetings and their hair causing them to be looking bad in the Zooms, and that's affecting them. So it's affecting what they really believe is important to them in life. Desires, we already explained what is desire, what I want, like deeper and deeper and deeper. Objections, what some stuff that they believe that can stop them from what it's called having the hair, you know, like objection we can also have to later on we're gonna do the research about the products. But the objection that we're looking at here on here, just what objection they may have that they think they cannot achieve the result that they want because they have pesos. Level of awareness, we already explained it, like just we want to know, are they aware? Are they like products aware? Like they already know some products? Are they like solution aware? Did they know that solution exists? Are they only problems aware? Are they like unaware? Like what's causing them is like the hair loss. But in our case, they already problems aware because we're already searching on people with pesos with hair loss. So they already like the level of awareness that they are, and they are the problems aware. So first, it's just like overall research to see like more about like pesos. Your healthcare provider will ask about your health history and your symptoms. Medicine, so birth control pills, diabetes medicine, hygiene diet, medicine to treat other symptoms or possible complication of pesos. Medicine treats health problems, including okay. And also, we don't want to get lost in the research because we're not trying to solve pesos, you know. We're not going to be looking for solving pesos. We're looking for solving the issue of hair loss for women that's having the pesos issue, you know. So do not get confused in the journey. Pesos, hair loss. Women affected by pesos commonly reported bothersome excess hair growth, acne or baldness, scalp hair. Thinning refers to the excess growth of coarse hair over the face, chest, abdomen, back, arms, legs. It's called to refer to closer thinning of the scalp. Pregnant, obesity. What is a woman calls pesos and treatment? Pesos hair loss. Alright, and frequency annual form. Produce the excess hormone. I think so. Already opened this. Yeah, how to stop hair loss to pesos. What's in here? Yeah, I already opened this. How to stop hair loss to pesos. Changing hair loss due to pesos. Hair loss due to pesos is a common concern. This condition can be categorized by hormonal imbalance, which play a pivotal role in the hair health. Women with pesos often experience an excess of androgen hormone like testosterone, can lead to thinning of the hair and female pattern hair loss. Cause hair loss. Understanding the contribution factor of pesos-related hair loss is vital for effective management. Pesos hair loss is a result of hormonal imbalance, insulin resistance, inflammation leading to disrupt in the hair growth cycles, hair thinning and shedding. Androgen imbalances. Pesos often involves elevated androgens such as DHT, and shrink, hair forcing, shorten hair growth cycles leading to thinner and more brittle hair. So involve elevated androgenal such as DHT. which shrink hair follicle. Okay. Insulin resistance, high insulin level associated with insulin resistance can stimulate adrenaline production, trigger inflammation, impact hair follicles. Inflammation dispute the hair growth cells, pushing more hair into the resistant phase, telogen, and causing increased shedding and hair thinning. Essentially, all these specific loss factors interrupt the hair growth and impact hair follicles, increasing thin female pattern loss. How to treat your hair loss due to PCOS? Your health provider may recommend medications such as anti-androgen or hormone control, contraceptive, birth control pills, medication work regulation at adrenal level, which can help curb thinning and hair loss. Your doctor may also prescribe metformin to help you control your insulin and sugar level. This drug can some certain women with PCOS such as hair loss and tryptase. Topical treatment over-the-counter pills like minoxidil can be valuable. Addition to your hair care routine, minoxidil is known for its ability to stimulate hair growth and also down hair loss. This topical treatment for PCOS hair loss can halt and reverse the sign of female pattern hair loss. Again, you should discuss this routine option with a professional so you can be sure you see even a lifestyle modification in a woman with PCOS, making some small associated lifestyles, balanced diet. So yeah, we know right now a little bit about like PCOS, like the whole condition, because later on is gonna be like a specific video just for the problem, just researching the problems in a scientific way so you can understand the problems like a really deeper way. This video is just for the research for the avatars, like deep diver on the research of the avatar. So here we go. We're gonna do PCOS, like generals one, like of Reddit. Then we're gonna type here. This is like Reddit, by the way, for people that never know. Then you just type the condition. Then you're gonna find like what you call communities or like groups or whatever you want to call them, like communities. Then on the research, you're just gonna do hair loss, so you can go dive deeper directly. So here we go. Any success story versus hair loss and not just stopping it. And not just stopping it. I know what to throw. Oh wait. So avatar explanation. Female on the age, what is called childbearing age, age who suffer from female pattern baldness. Age, normally like we're still gonna know which age is dominating, because like normally like the age that we find is between basically 15, so we're not gonna be advertising to 15, between 18 and 51, but we're still gonna need to choose like a specific age, so we don't try to sell to everybody. There's gonna be way easier to sell to a specific age, because also that specific age is gonna have some day-to-day struggles different from the day-to-day struggle that they have. They're gonna have desires that different from the desire of older age have, so when we choose, like when we go a little bit more deeper on the age, also it's gonna be much easier to sell to, because we're gonna have like to understand like their specific desires. So in success story universe and hair loss and not just stopping it, I want to know what to throw my money and effort at regime serums, or should I make peace with my situation and invest in a wing? So some solution that you want to do is wing. Reversing my insulin resistance with a low glycemic diet and collagen peptides in my coffee every day takes a long time, but 2 years ago, a braid of my entire head of hair will be as thick as my thumb. Now I got two braids, each as thick as 2 fingers. What is a braid? Sorry, my English is not that good. So a braid, also referred to a plait. I can plait in Arabic. I don't know this word. Okay. That's the same for me. My hair used to be so thick, but now broken and thin. My 2 braids are as thick as 2 pinky fingers. Oh, that's great. I'm planning on going low. Let's make again. My sister got great results for weight loss, but I don't think she's seen in the right hair yet. It takes a long time. It's worth sticking with hair. Cycles are long and slow. How your response is honestly so encouraging. I used to have a head full of beautiful long hair in my mid-20s, but screw PCOS, I'm left with scraggly mess on my head. I'm 33. Now your response give me hope, but low do you also mean low carb? What's your carb limit? Also, what's a brand of collagen peptides you take? I think the reason why low carb is suggested is because it's more general, so diet is personally love eating, not as much as possible, it's actually low carb. For me, low dose means something I have no problem sticking to. If you have insulin resistance, you just need to eat to prevent blood sugars and also liver from getting too high. With that, I eat low, so whole grain carbs, high in farming proteins. So I don't count any for my carbs either, because counting carbs calories make me feel like crazy. How many plan do you take? Popular. Long your hair loss around. Mine has been happening for over 10 years. Is it possible to grow back? Do you have apparent hair loss, white parts, or just general thinning? But this was mostly on my temple. I say same. I've been on low index for quite some time. Although my acne improved, the improvement come back. My hair has still progressed. How strict are you with that? Do you not have sweets once a week or ever? I think I was helping to salvage what's left with the diet, but my hair is still thinning now in the crown area. And you command to use. How could you please explain what exactly you did? That's what you avoid. What country did you drink? Amazing, happy for you. Asking first, only what lives asking. Let's get the fuck out of here. I just put like ad blocks to see. So August 2019, August 2022. So this is the before and this is the after. Okay. Yeah, that's quite a good result to see here. Yeah, she have a lot of results. Okay. Happy. Yeah, here is the 1 year happy days. Yeah, literally a lot of success. I'm happy how you do it. Thanks. Keto diet brought my period back too. So it's basically addressing insulin resistance. So this is more talking about solutions. How did you know that was the diet to be on? Have your doctors run endoscopy panels and see if you have insulin resistance. Keep insulin levels. Congrats on the results. I'm so happy for you. If you don't mind me asking. Macro percentage was. Did you do high fat or protein? So those people is more like solution aware. Like they're still looking for a solution like lower than insulin and diet and shit. So they're looking for it. I got my vitamin D and iron tested. I was deficient in both. Something that I learned was that iron levels need to be in the mid-70s, not mid-30s. Your family physician considered normal. I've been actually working on taking my supplements. Improving. Use, I have improved it. Vitamin D is fast, so take some healthy fats. David, did you ask to get tested for this? They asked at different times. I asked 3 years before the issue again. So this is more literally like solution aware audience. They're looking for the solution, you know, and they try different things. They don't talk about any day-to-day struggles here and stuff. But you can also start guessing like their age, like this, to see like what they get themselves on. Only if I have with my mom, I only have so posts, new job. I pays doubles with help. Isn't this my job? I'm dispensary are applying from Mexico. I guess we want to guess like her age. There's also she's probably like above 30, I think. I don't know. The op is already said I think she's 30. I don't remember where. Post. Details. What is this? Oh, Citizen Immigration Services. So, Nationalizations. What is your name? Sign attachment. 5 year of tax return. Tax concern. Weight class. Ozempic. Postpartum depression. Question for those. So I think she's also like 30 plus. She have a kid. How much work you can do? Sign. So we can do some age 30 plus. How long your hair loss around? Mine has been hair. Supposed to go, but you have better hair loss. Same. Because testosterone, anything we do have to continue because basically there is no cure for it and we have to manage the condition. Testosterone for typical. Invest in high quality whole food and supplements. Sugar is like poison. So did I put here hopes, victories, false goals? goals. I forgot to do hopes. Maybe hoping for. Hopes is also kind of goals, but it's just like a difference because we seem desperate to achieve it. So, sorry, some hopes that they have. Invest in a link. Invest in a link. Oops. Okay, hope. There. I have that. Link. This is not said directly because you can feel it. Should I make peace with my situation? Invest in a link. So. Hair loss is running my mental health. So this is pain points. Where is it? Pain points. Let's copy. This hair loss. Every time I wash my hair, just keep on shedding and potentially get visibly smaller. And I'm starting to show scalps. I didn't want to start maxing because I heard stopping it will cause hair to fall to how it was before. I feel like the only way to grow my hair and get my self-esteem back. I don't know what to do. Please give me advice on how to reverse this. I don't know what to do. Please give me. Okay, I was just going to copy. I don't know what to do. The spreads. So pain points. Pain points. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's put this. This. So I put this. Let's keep here. I don't know what to do. Please. This spreads. Solution. Level of awareness. Solution aware. Not everybody, but so far there is some solution aware. If you know, start. I don't want to start. Solution aware. There we go. Yes. Returning back to how it was before, but now I feel like it's the only way to grow hair and get my self-esteem back. And my self-esteem back. Pinpoint the self-reform. The only way I was able to reverse my hair loss was changing my diet, to stabilize my insulin, beginning consistent with over time. I never tried maxing, but I have heard it's very effective. What kind of diet change have you made that helped you? I exercise regularly. I haven't changed my diet, but I do eat healthy. Start drinking supplement tea. I'm gonna start eating sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, because I it's help with cold symptoms. Dramatically reduce sugar, trash, and processed food. Have some labs run, check your iron, vitamin B at minimum. Both of those will cause hair loss and after issues. Don't just take the doctor's level. So I finally look the number themselves. They are close to the kind of range cancer. Started showing scalp last month. It really affects my mental health too. So we have a mental health issue. Someone's built improvement doing nightly scalp massaging using Vegamore's. What is Vegamore? This is a brand you didn't think would have. I'm sure it can't overcome the underlying issue, but might slow things down. So sorry you experienced this. Hang in there and try as many different things as you can. Yourself and on the work. I doubled down on biotin supplements and use biotin keratin conditioner. But in the beginning, I used wigs and hair pieces like balancing ponytails to fill in thin areas. Close go brag. Main reasons of people use braids, clips on wigs, and addition. There is no role everyone can take. I heard some help a letter, which I could help you more, but I'm struggling as well. It's most probably the highest I'm doing, maybe insulin resistance, so I can it down should be the way to solve most problem, but it's hard to do. So with so many struggles came with pills every different treatment I found the solution pretty chaotic, hit or miss, which you could like accessory not alone. I take pills, regulate my hormone imbalance, usually take for one, get my periods regulate for 2 months and I don't get my period for a few months and the cycle never ends. I've noticed how I am on pills. My hair doesn't fall as much as when I'm not on pills. I consulted my doctor regarding it. He just told me to use the pill regularly, but I don't want my body to depend on it, and I'm trying not to reverse it. So okay, I don't know if this is like how many volts. Just want to see if like a lot of females also like using this pills and they are afraid of this, you know, like of staying depends on pills. If the pill is if it's working for you, then stick with it. If you want to find some more natural solution, then do not take it at all. I get your point, but please, this way sometimes taking it, other times do not. While through so much hormonal change, that's not healthy. Thank you for being at this point, but it's really safe taking the pills for a later time. No side effects and birth controls. Choose it. I lost close to 70% a few years ago. Most of it regrew after 2 years, but it did following. Eating well, balanced also, and cutting sugar 100%, whole grain, a lot of protein, no processed food. Scalp massage 1 x or 2 x day with Trisma oils. I wasn't pretty disappointed with it and feel like I could have gotten result faster if I was. Going through my entire medicine lineup one by one on elimination diet to see if it was a medical side effect. One of my BC turned out to be contribution. Also, I use right style to improve problematic relationship. So, and this is some day-to-day struggle of the May phase. I had lost my hair loss brain correlated with when I was abused from the guilty. I was crying after every hair wash. I ran off the get it. I was crying. This is also a day-to-day struggle that they face. Oh, I copied a lot, I think. I was crying. Day-to-day struggles. For 2 years. Some victories. Or is it? I'm just gonna put also like the pain point itself. Let's copy it like this. Why is it like that? Let's make this like this. Okay, let's comment like this. I'm gonna put this on black. Let's put it on. To be same. I'm glad I'm not the only one, but I hate that I'm not at the same time. I try to remove all supplements and brought it to my doctor because light ability I've been just start wearing hair covering to try and help me feel better about myself. This is not day-to-day struggles, but kind of, because it's helped them like indirectly they have issues about feeling better about themselves. So sorry, it's not like day-to-day struggle, but pain points. What is it? I have managed to start wearing hair back. Trying to do it like this. Self-confidence. Self-confidence. I switched from BC to brass and only in my hair has gone high work lump which I'm around my fingers. Tapping up to switch pills, but taking forever. I was doing so well with my with growing my hair back, with spiritual going all the pills has killed it. Get a prescription feeling that it have any side effects. Doesn't you all experience in there? For me, I had a little bit of my mouth. I guess also. What works with your whole last? I'm this week going bold. I have more bald spot than hair at this point. It has me super depressed. So envy, not being able to do hairstyle everyone else to go. I literally don't have the hair for it. So pain points. Day-to-day struggles. I get so not being able to do something everyone else get to do. Have the hair for it. Any type of having out bald spot, everything hair fiber, but haven't tried them. So if you think that didn't work until I went told her I have this related hair loss, so she made my hair special tools so we could find out it was getting worse. Fast forward a year to my next checkup, and yep, it was getting worse. Eventually, it wasn't miniaturizing. The hair was getting finer and finer over time, resulting in less overall hair volume. She gave me a bunch of options, and I went with 5% minoxidil foam to start. Choose to be color rather than oral, and orals minoxidil because I have instruments too. It doesn't need main fair warning. I like many others, I had the minoxidil dread shade. At the beginning, it was about back and street in about a month, and that lasted for a month. It's really freaked me out, but I hang in there. It was all worth it to be kind of medical machine. We finally some answer. So this is like victories. Some woman evil back their hair because of what it's called minoxidil. I'm seeing decent growth on oral method that should help you if you have lost coat edge. If you know hair loss, the typicals will help. I was experiencing a last weighted mass with work from was appling my protein intake, so more collagen. I also had to go full Jada, but the Pixie cut suits me. Not your fault, but it's so expensive. Do you think what is not your fault? What is that? So okay, this is competitor or what? The decrease. Just did they sell products or? Yeah, this is supplements, so that's good. Competitor research again. Put that on. Do you think this is a different just until you see enough regrowth? My size recommend natural fall. It's mean being going as a supplement, so I have stopped it. So not sure if it will go back to normal once I stop it, but it really works for pistols because it has a lot of testosterone reduced ingredients. I have been using around for hair density for about a month. I noticed a difference. I've been struggling with this for a while and I finally found something that's work. So this is some victories. What is it? I forget gender females. Females two. What I was going to victories. Let's work. And there's missing a lot of small hair popping out. Top of my head around the hairline, reapply it. This one fix, apply it shouldn't match your hair color where needed, but only a little bit. It's not meant to look like real hair, so you just about between scalp and hair. Okay, which one should look like real baby hair from side can use. Do some stress. So stress is gonna be something that you struggle with. So pain points or is that pain points also like it's not like a pain point, it's basically like a day-to-day struggles that they face and stress, because stress is what's gonna cause them like I don't know, like the hair loss and stuff. Fenugreek and rosemary water is Lambo brush, which made my hairline feel nicely, and I also have a lot of new baby hair everywhere, and I'm also trying pumpkin seed oils with the HC blockers. If you love this long So if they know about the HT blockers and they know at Dermalur, this is like products aware, and this is the HT blocker, this is like solution aware. They know that solution needs something to block the DHT. We're gonna do research like layers on the problem. Then we're gonna know what is the DHT and what's like the reason behind, like the relationship between DHT and hair loss, and also like pixels. Can you provide details on how to make finger restoration more valuable? Them is brain scalp. I'm going to get hair specialized to you. If you have T or AGA, I only had T, which I believe it was. What is T and what is AGA? Telogen usually involve effective. Oh, I'm sorry. Television effects me في عندنا على بشيء فان التاس. Melbourne في television effects is not always clear. So this is, we're gonna need to know about this more on what it's called on the problems research, so you can understand more about this kind of things, because when you use like word like T or EGA, like those audience gonna like relate with you more than, because they're gonna feel you know what is T, you know what is EGA, you know this kind of specific words that this community use, or like they call their condition. Experiment T, I only had T, which I believe was in a part because of the pesos, in part because of stress, and most because of an eating disorder I had. I fixed my eating habit, did some hair growth treatment with scalp injectables and my hair specialist office. All this scalp which can worsen hair loss, so I treat that with special shampoos, and I also saw huge results from using Kerstat Genesis. It was a lovely, sorry for the things that just get tired. It was lucky enough to be diagnosed with both T and aging, and Calpsus topicals. Much tried to make someone help a bit. That's fine. So we're looking like God. Is this a brand? This is selling his products. Yeah, this guy's selling his products, I think, in here. Hair loss is running, and what worked for you? I'm not sure you're going bold. A compilation of hair loss success story. Okay, this is also good. Hair, I was recently diagnosed with based on hair loss, and do not gonna lie, it sucked. I had another. Don't want to admit what a number this doctor's appointment this week, where I was told I don't have many options. Hair follicles are freckles, and there is no guarantee as to whether it will stop, fine, or grow back. Well, all of these statements may be true to some extent. I was feeling really down. And also, I want to find some success. Only one doctor out of a lot has mentioned diet to me, and yet I know that so much stress stems from that. According to Candy Sab, I went back to comments and posts over the last several months and years and found people who had success with their hair growing back. A list of all the usernames is right now in this section. So a gross attitude to diet, a gross attitude to medication, a gross attitude to having issue. So we're gonna save this post. It's also safe post because normally when you do the research, sometimes you're doing research about the avatars, and specifically because I'm making like master class for each thing. So normally right now I'm just gonna go and research about the solutions, then research about the problems, so I don't get bored. Just because this is like master class only, not master class, but this video only about the research. So I want to keep myself doing the avatar research and saving things that we're gonna be used later on. Normally I also gonna search this right now and getting like more interested, because like first few days of research, it just like this is gonna be boring until you start know more and more about the topic, you know. Because this is not something like that's get done once, it's something that you keep doing over the day, and the more you know about like your avatars, the more you know about them, the more curious you get to know more, and more creatives you get, and more things stop to be boring, because like it's the same when you learn some new subject that you're not related to at all, you know, because this is not something, I'm not reading about marketing or like how to create like ads or like funnels, like so this is not something like interesting, this is like literally boring. So safe stuff, you know, to get back to them like letters ons. Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. Apparently only 20-30 people with pesos suffer with hair loss, so I know he struggles with hair loss is classified by these figures. Most people don't seek medical treatment for us, so the numbers are probably way higher. Cardinals hair loss often only count, so this is more talking about another issues. Just discussing like a subject that's not interesting for us. Why like this figure is not true. Related hair androgen hair loss is visible. Keto isn't enough if your hair already moisturizing. I have found they have like 7 testosterone. No, okay, sorry. No overnight, but my hair still moisturizing. I do have something too, so I can control balance of hormones cause us to either become sensitive to normal amount of estrogen or produce too much. Inverted, which causes hair loss in women, with process sensitive to the HT scalp. Birth and elevated can cause CE, which means problems can sometimes become AG or just become chronic DE. So until you fix your hormones with process who regrow their hair naturally, probably just had DE. This is some interesting explanation that you can use on the problems, what is called the problems, and because like there is a part when on the advertorials we explain like the problems, and the problems most of times get like split between like scientific explanation and also like given some analogies that's like day-to-day peoples can understand, you know, like because not peoples are professionals, and most of the easiest way to find like analogies and how peoples explain the problems to normal peoples is just like comment sections on Reddit. You know, like in this case, they explain stuff, you know. They don't use an analogy, they just make it way easier for like those community to understand, you know. Balance hormones almost always help every other symptom, but hair loss is very thick when you're forced to become mini stressor because they're at the point where they are completely sensitive to the HG. In this case, like blockers and maxes are the only thing that will work. And shame for her AJ from Pesos, which has managed to grow back her hair. You can take a look at her account if you want to get natural roots. What does it internals? My blood work, should have visited HE, but normal testosterone having experience hair loss, and I came off the pills a few years ago. I think it was AG, maybe I should consider because my testosterone is normal. So hair loss is around my mental health. So one of what is called the goals that they want to achieve. But I forget to type, like reverse their hair. Where is it? Here is it, reversing hair loss. Here is it, the other one. Advice how to reverse it. Yeah, just reverse. Online, what work for your hair loss? Bold. We're gonna try it on. Hair loss reversible. I have lost so much hair and I'm in tears. I can't do this anymore. Mental health. So, what is it? Their pain points. Can't do this anymore. I'm going through this too. And driving the hair salon is. This is a day-to-day struggle that they can. Because why we also doing this? Like when the day-to-day struggles is like a really good what it's called, common point that we can meet with our customers. Okay, because when we want to create like a story or we want to create like some even like a UGC, we can use this kind of things. Like I cried I cried so much today in my hair salon because of my hair loss. You know. This is stuff that they're gonna relate to. This is like their day-to-day struggle. This is not like a big headlines. Oh, do you suffer with hair loss because of pisos? Do this. Like many people's having this. But when you're using like their word on day-to-day struggles, this is more catching their attention because this is what they suffer from on their day life. You know, it's not something that we came up with. I haven't seen my period for. Okay, I'm going through this. Yesterday I cried in the hair salon when I saw how much hair was coming out and when the hairdressers commented how thin my hair was. So this is also something females can find it like depressing, you know, like going to the salon. You see other women's having a healthy hair while you know like your stylist, like your hairdresser saying, oh, your hair start thin. And that day, like you can come up with like a background story that was like the turning point for that person to go and search for a solution or something. Then to find out about our products and help them and stuff. My hair used to be very thick and black, now it's turning brown. I hate this. Same here, I hadn't seen my period for over 3 years and I taken Ovastil, just had my period back for the first time, so I'm hoping it will fix the hair loss. I'm hoping, so their hope is its hopes. Open beliefs, desire direction. Find it. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Why is manageable period? Just overcome the opposite. I had my period non-stop for 2 years and nothing worked to stop it. I had my period. So glad it was manageable. I just overcome the opposite. I had my period non-stop for 2 years. Nothing worked to stop it. Expect 2 months ago. What the fuck? I feel I've been crying the past 2 days ago. Is that my pace and I have lost 50%. Hey, what the fuck? That things to go bald and not being able to have kids. I want to go into a hole and die. And also you see like the upvote, like 34 the upvoted. This one is like 83, so like there is a good percentage of those women feeling insane. So what she did, sorry. I feel you, I've been crying. Pain point, day-to-day struggle. Can't do this. Time trouble and treatment, please share what you're trying. Everyone can help. There are different help. Most people are able to have kids, so don't give up. I mean, for the last 5 years with phase of hair loss, mine was diagnosed undergonetic alopecia, hormonal and telogen effusion, stress. What has helped me is falls and stress management doesn't work for everyone, but I have good success with it. Notice an impact about 3-4 months in. And diet also plays a big part in hair loss. Ensure you're eating well balanced meals. So some of their beliefs, they believe diets is important for hair loss. Everyone has not seen an impact, and diets also play a big part in hair loss. Ensure you're eating a well enough protein. And derma also recommend microneedling once a week. Avoid minoxidils. I had primary care that allowed me to use and very much regret taking her advice, and should have consulted with my dermatologist first. Once you start Rogaine, you have to continue using it for life. I've noticed my biggest bald spots are the lines where I used Rogaine and lost hair after initially using the ones used. Work with dermatologist to determine the type of hair loss you have so you can treat properly my hair. Their belief, their trust authority figure as dermatologist. What is it, dermatologist? I see a lot of, it's not like the first one, a lot of them say like you need to talk to the dermatologist, you need to do. So we can know that on our VSLs and stuff, so we can, or also in advertorials, we're gonna need to back it shit with like dermatologist. My heart goes out to you, as hell is one of the hardest things to endure as a woman in today's society. Nothing changes feelings, you should not alone. I have to a long while, and I have girls' feet that decide shoes. I can do high gear over this years. After a blood test, my doctor said time to put me in this. If you haven't spoken to your doctor, try my health. Just cry in the morning. The amount of hair I have now compared to is heartbreaking. Let's type it here. Use I have almost 15 in my hair upon the leftover frequency. What are you doing the trade and so resistant? Maybe something is being messed. I'm about to start and I've tried. Hair loss is, what is this? Okay, so there's a bunch of things that can cause hair loss. So this is also the problems, like rose colored problems. For example, this we can be useful. But negative hormones. Hair loss is my only symptoms. Go check out the female hair loss sub. They give tons of great tips there. I know people's and talk about healing, reversing something naturally, but androgens, shades entirely different beast. Once your hair become all very sensitive and generational amount of dietary supplements stop it from actually forces it from closing up. But anyone who reverses the hair loss through lifestyle must add nutrient deficiency, iron, arthritis, stress related hair loss, good generation get clear. While you're losing your hair, get a hair pipe. So if you have AG, everyone on females have lost up. You're on meds ASAP, the longer you wait, the less hair you will save. Rogaine, birth control, a few most of the pelvic treatment to save my hair without medicine. I grade times and $1,000 I wasted. There is actually evidence that for it to become sensitive. It's an agent short. Your second paragraph is so important. Seems like OP has tried to tackle their hair loss with typical treatment. The reality is that there is no cure for hair loss or even meds developed specifically to save our hair loss effects. And we're breaking so we make a fortune. Sadly, many of us will not just have limited options. Yeah, because even good treatments will be a likely holy grail. So they just copying about like their sad reality. I haven't sat in research that, but every hair loss specialist told me that like, many women with hair loss experience over time. My hair stands over, become thinner and thinner. I also use this, but I'm not able-bodied classic AG. Sorry, so sacks so bad. And as I know, so many breakdowns over the last few weeks because of how much it lasts. Pain to pain, choo. I think the next hairs that follows literally cause blood spot. I used to have to protect it. One commented on it, and my hair was one part that made me feel confident. So this is like background stories, you know. This is like really good copywriting that you can use, you know, instead of all telling ChatGPTs. You can use like this story as a background of stories of somebody that's like a hero journey, like a woman that was suffering with hair loss and like she went through this journey and she was able to find like a solution or something. It was a condition that impacted men. There was okay, wait. Woman, what is? I need a cup of coffee and say in this point, woman. If it was a condition that impacted men, there would be way more work in treatments. Yeah, it's like men doesn't have hair loss. I'm so sorry this happens to hard balls and the next health falls. I used to have to protect the parts were common. It was the only part of myself that made me fall in confidence. It now feels like I completely thinned it out. Something I didn't would even happen as young age when to texture too. Dry and limp now. We've been over sales and multiple inspections. Chain, have a good diet. Worked everything I trust has failed, but really hope something stick. And send it back hang. It was a condition that impact man. I always think that health gets put in the back burner. Speaking, Bolden has the same foundation as a male parent Bolden. Become person, but I agree. Obviously, is aren't supposed to have anywhere near that level of insurance caused. Things this mean a lot. Which one? Okay. I feel you has grown. Shower are the worst. Clamp are never ending. So their day-to-day struggles going to showers because when they take showers, they notice how much like hair they're losing. Well, like we have a point. I had weight loss recently. Oh my god, you should brag. Don't see it growing if you lose. Better go to doctors. Places induced hair loss and trade this cause. Okay, join something that you need to do research on later on. My hair used to be so thick that it will break hair tight. Now I have to get my hair so short because so thin on my shoulder. This happened to me and it's really suck. Increasing cardio 3-4 hours, a lot of protein. Then talking about hair growth, not ovulation, and if we're being technical, this hormone periods, ovulation, bad hormones. This was not response to your comments. Hugs. I have lost hair. It does hurt. I used to have whack feeling this too. Are you concerned that I don't have tips or what? I cried so much about my once luscious hair. Now being every time after shower. Haven't had my parent most. I'm taking more birth controls. If now I'm being hopeful this works again. So can help you. Are you currently taking supplements or diet? Help with hair loss. Lost my hair, should I cheer? So I'm gonna end like the first part of what is called Reddit research in here. I just don't want to just do it myself and copy things. Just want to take you through the whole process. For people that doesn't want to watch like the whole part, you can skip like to the part 3. Then you're gonna find like this document fulfilled with our research. But definitely you're gonna get a lot of advice and tips by watching this. If you know, my videos are quite long and boring, but I just want to take you to literally like the master class, like the whole experience of doing everything, just not this then fulfilling the documents. That's gonna be way much easier. It's gonna take way less time from me, but like I see a lot of people enjoying like the way that I'm doing it and see it, because most of people doesn't know what to look for, doesn't know what to search for and stuff. So here we go. Ciao.